Hi everyone, it's June 23rd, 2012, and this is part of the McGill Ghetto in Montreal, Canada, Quebec. And I'm trying to find the way to Montreal, which is Mount Royal in English, the hill that overlooks the older sections of the city. I know there's a path that leads to it somewhere along here. As I alluded to in my last two clips, I've had something come up where I will be staying in Montreal for an indefinite period of time. I could essentially leave tomorrow or stay for a couple of months. It's really kind of up to me. But basically, I have been hired on at a hostel to work just a couple hours a day in exchange for my overhead, or literally a roof over my head. And also, as it's a new business, they are allowing me to do tarot there unlimited without having to pay any kind of commission to the building as of now. And I've had people find out about me and do walk-ins over the last couple of days. So while the numbers I'm dealing with are relatively small, I'm not losing anything by being here. And well, before I get into anything more, I apologize for being out of breath. I'm kind of advancing uphill more and more right now. If you look behind, you can see what I mean. And just look at the architecture around here. Really stark 70s communist style aside and alongside Edwardian academic. But anyway, I am unsure of what I make of this arrangement in the good way, because I really like this kind of simplicity and the physical kind of work combined with this side career that uses my brain in a way that's advantageous to me. A total contrast from Vancouver, where really everything went my way, but I didn't have such a personal response to everything that I do. So yeah, I take Canada differently from this spot. I'm just gonna let the people ahead of me get ahead a bit further so they don't feel like I'm in pursuit of them. I take Quebec totally differently. My general assessment of Canada is that it's kind of in a dark political period in terms of Harper being elected a third time and the kind of unilateral decisions that are made here, and some of the corruption of the commodities business. But something's different here. I guess it's because it operates separately from a lot of Anglo-Canada. And as I've mentioned in other clips, the prosperity here is quite visible, but it's not in a really garish hyper-consumer way. It's more stable. My only complaint is that I don't really like the excessive expenditure on restaurants and alcohol. I kind of disapprove of that. But overall, this is a pretty amazing spot. And yeah, I'm not sure where it will go, but I do believe that when energies align in one place, you shouldn't leave just as things are kind of going your way. And if there are people who are willing to take a leap of faith on you, you shouldn't leave them in the lurch either. Overall, I don't know how closely many of you are watching the news right now, but Turkey is sort of asserting itself at the moment. I have to pay close attention here. Turkey is at odds with Syria over a supposed shot down. I don't know if it was a spy plane or fighter jet. I really can't remember just now. But I think this is kind of a precursor to big problems, really. I did a reading for someone in Turkey who asked me what her future would be there if this was going to be her home forever. And her card said that all the warning signs of war were there. And so I told her she would have to be an evacuee, basically. I hope that doesn't end up being the situation there, but this is a very precarious time, and the Moody's downgrading of or the rating of several banks in the US is kind of a victory in a way, and yet alarming too. And I'm just not really sure what kind of timeline we're looking at here. We're in Montreal Park now. There are some really nice mansions and buildings affiliated with the universities here. So I can't really say where that's going to go. I don't want people panicking, but what am I trying to tell? You have to put yourself in optimal health right now in order to advance your goals, but at the same time, sorry to go off script, but you really want to be not just mentally prepared for a lot of bad things going down, but also physically. So eliminate all of the junk food and have just a very clean system in order to be less malleable to really negative, toxic stuff. That's all I can tell you. And as for me, there are several places I have my eyes on right now. And as soon as I have some clarity of thought in that regard, I will do my best to direct everyone to those places. Thanks for watching. This is Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Bye.